Welcome everyone to another episode of The Asylum with Harley and Joker. It is just Harley tonight. Joker's out until about the first of the year with family matters. So, we are here with Kevin and Felix tonight.
Hi, that's me. I'm Kevin.
We also have Lisa hopping on whenever she gets her computer working.
She was having technical difficulties. It happens. Uh, the world runs around technology, but sometimes that technology just don't want to work.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, tonight, guys, this is our 1 year episode. Well, it was actually like 1 year a couple weeks ago, but with my surgery and everything, we're just now getting to it. Okay, let me throw up our content warning. Some viewers may find the following videos disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
on
you might be
camera.
just
Yeah, you're disturbed because I'm on camera. I mean, ew, brother, ew. I'm on camera.
Are you going to be eating crickets or something? What's disturbing about this?
I mean, this face is just not made for. I have a face made for radio.
Same.
Oh wow. Okay, tonight's episode is 14 killers and their favorite type of music.
Okay.
It's a little bit different tonight, guys. Okay, our first one is David Berkowitz.
Mm-hmm.
Crickets.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, what type of music do you think he enjoyed?
I think that is he likes country and western. I think he likes both of them, country
No, I
and
want,
western.
which is pretty much the same thing. No, country and western ish.
That's what I was going to say. Isn't it the same thing?
I want to say he likes rock.
Okay. Well, pop music is designed to appeal to a wide range of people. So it makes sense that even killers listen to some top 40 hits from time to time. David, aka Son of Sam, was apparently a fan of Hall and Oates, finding motivation in his crimes in their number one hit, Rich Girls.
So he eats his hall. He eats his oats while he's in the hall.
Hall and Oates.
Yeah.
You know that they hate each other now, like with a passion. They won't even be in the same room with each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we have our other guest joining us tonight. This is
The other guest,
CJ.
What's up, man?
Hey y'all.
G.
CJ is a radio DJ. Am I right, CJ?
I am a radio DJ, podcast host, YouTube reaction guy. Um, I do.
Good candidate for conversations,
I'm,
maybe.
So I
I'm
figured why not have him on the show because we are talking music today.
I
Very cool.
For some reason my PCs did not want to open that, so I had to revert to the MacBook, and I'm not happy
That's
about
what I'm
it.
using as my MacBook.
Yeah, I don't like Macs. I'm forced to use them as part of my college courses, but I'll be completely honest. In the 8 months that I've taken these college courses, I've used a MacBook 2 times. So they sent me an $1,800 MacBook that it sits on my desk and takes up space. I don't use it. I mean, I probably will once I get into the video editing part, just because that's what the software is going to run on. But um, you know, I do
Hey,
everything.
Kevin, if Lisa hops in, please add her because I got my notes up to where I can't see
No
if
problem. I
she
got you.
hops in. Okay.
But anyway, I'm here.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Our second one is Mr. Charles Manson. What type of music do you guys think he listened to?
Rock. I'm going to keep saying rock to someone's.
So Charles Manson listened to the Beach Boys and psychedelic music because he actually co-wrote one of the Beach Boys songs.
I,
Really?
th- I think he listened to opera.
Okay. While Charles Manson wasn't technically a serial killer, there's proof that he found inspiration in the Beatles' White Album to try to start
Yeah,
a
health
race
culture.
war. Manson felt that the band was speaking directly to him in their lyrics.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. Then I'll stop and I'll turn and I'll go for a ride. When I get to the bottom, go ahead, take it, music god CJ,
I
playing.
was going to say the autobiography, or not the autobiography, but the book that the DA guy wrote about his trial was actually called Helter Skelter. So, so is the documentary.
My freaking brother loved the Beatles, and as a kid, I had to listen to them, so I know like almost every song. Not that I like every song, but yeah,
I'd say Manson hung out
one of
with.
my favorites. One of my
Say
favorites.
Manson wrote a song with Dennis Wilson. He co-wrote one of the Beach Boys songs. He hung out with Hendrix and the whole Woodstock crowd. So
So is that pop or rock then?
I mean, I guess you'd classify it as rock. It was the Asbury Heights bands,
Lisa, is your camera on?
Fish and the Holding Company, and Hendrix and Jefferson Starship, Jefferson Airplane at that time.
We
What
I
can
can
hear
hear you.
you.
I can hear
We
you.
just can't see you.
Before we continue, it'd be nice to know what we all listen to. What do you like? When you get in the car, what do you put on? Harley.
I like Ice Nine Kills. That's my go-to music for everything. But here lately, I've been listening to a lot of Teddy Swims too.
My go-to is 90s. I don't know. There's something about 90s music that resonates with me. Maybe it was because I was a teenager around that time, coming of age, the whole nine. Leaving, playing outside and drinking from the hose, getting into the early computers and technology
Exactly.
and all that shit. Just the music 90s is what I hold. I don't know. I love movies too, but music-wise, I would say 90s. Kevin,
Um, I don't know, like '90s rap maybe. It depends. It depends. '90s rap. Sometimes I'll just throw on something random, like wrestling theme songs or something like that.
when I'm editing, I can't listen to songs that have words, so it's got to be just like uh, Star Wars Duel of the Fates or something like that. I have to listen to that because I'll get mixed up. And what was your name again? I'm sorry, Music God CJ Playing.
CJ.
CJ.
What do you listen to
I
normally? What's your
listen to
go to?
literally everything, man. I have a music collection of about 3.5 million songs across 100 genres.
Yeah,
So, I mean, whether you want to talk punk and metal, whether you want to talk hard rock and hair metal, blues, Americana, bluegrass, country, reggae, um, classical music from Kazakhstan, Japanese
That's why
metal.
Jeremy has him on all of our music shows.
I mean,
that's what's up.
I can talk about Bob Seger and Blackfoot, the Statler brothers, Kenny Rogers, Alabama,
You
Hank
gotta
Snow,
know
Red
when to
Silver,
hold on.
You
um,
know,
Know
Gary.
when to
Actually got
fold
to meet
on.
and have
when it's
dinner with
over.
Gary Reed. So I talk about everything, man. Like if you look at my wall behind me, we got Prince, Iron Maiden, Bob
Oh, you.
Marley, Metallica, Pink Floyd, Judas Priest, ACDC, um, Midnight Devils. I mean, it's
Saying everything I said about the 90s, Prince is my favorite all time anything first, and
yeah,
then the 90s. So I take that back. Prince, then 90s.
yeah. It's on my hierarchy of greatest musicians or greatest performers, Prince is just below Freddie Mercury for me. Um,
Okay.
just because,
Can't hate on that. That's
yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm not gonna.
Freddie was a consummate performer, not as much of a
Yes.
musician as Prince was, but Freddie had the better voice and the better
I'm still.
showmanship. But then Prince, obviously had the musical side was just completely untouchable by anybody. Like people will say Prince is a generational talent. No, Prince is a once in a lifetime.
There's no one like him.
Yeah, and
yeah.
there never will be. Like I mean, there's
Exactly.
people who try to do
Try
it,
to be him, but they can't
yeah,
be him.
but when you look at the totality of what Prince did, going from one genre to another on the same record, Purple Rain, for example, going from Let's Go Crazy, which was essentially a hard rock song, to Darling Nikki, which is sort of a synthwave song, to uh, When Doves Cry, which is a pop song. I mean, he literally genre jumped all
Within
over
one album, yeah.
records, and then he would do like the gold record, the Gold Experience, which was a hard rock record. Diamonds and
Still have
Pearls
that
was a
CD. It
R&B
still have
record.
that CD.
I mean, it just Prince did whatever Prince wanted to do,
Yeah.
and he did it because he could do it. And it was the same with Queen. That's why Queen got away with it, is because they could, even though the record label tried to tell them, "No, you can't do that." Bohemian Rhapsody proved
Ah,
the record label
There's
wrong.
Lisa.
So
Lisa's here. Yay, Lisa.
Oh my God. Can you hear
There
I
me?
we
only
go.
felt I felt it only right to bring Lisa back because Lisa did start this with me.
nice.
Hello.
They don't mind
Hello,
me.
Lisa.
How you doing?
It's good to see Lisa's face for sure. Lisa.
Okay, let's move on to Ronald.
I can see up his
you?
nose.
Okay, guys, what type of music do you think this gentleman likes?
who is it? I don't.
Oh,
Ronald Pachew.
He looks
show tunes. Show
he looks
tunes.
like a country guy. Like,
I would have to go with country too.
and something tells me he's like a Blue Hills, or not a Blue Mountains bluegrass type of Kentucky,
Yeah, that's what he looks like. Yeah, for sure.
or Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina type of, you know.
If I'm being serious, I think he's gonna. I think more like not metal, but rock. We'll go like Nickelback. He's a Nickelback guy.
Okay. Well, all of you are wrong. On October 17th, 2002, whatever Pichu killed his mother before stabbing an 11-year-old boy to death. At the time, he said he was guilty and received 50 years in sentence. At his sentencing trial, he claimed that the Metallica song Ronnie off of the 90s album Load wormed its way into his head and made him commit murder.
Um, that's
Wow.
that's fair. Lotus made me want to kill myself. I mean, or at least stab myself in the ears. So, I mean,
So, Metallica was his.
So
I
Kevin
was
was
right about CCR. That's what I thought when I looked at him.
so Kevin was right. No,
No, I said
No, he said
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
He said Nickelback.
And
Yeah.
Nickelback and Metallica are two different.
Are they?
at first,
I'm gonna say. I
but yeah,
They're not that
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
They're not that far off.
mean, most of Nickelback's music is a load. So, I mean, in all
Okay.
fairness,
Our next one is Richard Ramirez.
I know this one.
Oh, he listens
nice
to Latin
talker.
music.
No,
Mhm.
Nope.
no.
We're racial profiling.
I want to say
TJ,
pop
you don't
rock
say it
and
because I know you know what it is.
pop rock.
no.
Mm-mm.
Richard Ramirez was obsessed with AC/DC. That's where he got the name Night Prowler, and
Or rock.
he had actually had it carved into his hand. He had their lightning bolt carved into his hand. He
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Really?
Yep, and the way they found who hit him was because he was wearing so much AC/DC merch.
I did not know that.
you know, he
Hmm.
was obsessed with
Yes.
AC/DC. That one I know for sure.
So he didn't.
Okay.
He didn't let them kid. He didn't leave them kids alone, did he?
We got Mr. Ted Bundy next. What type of music do y'all think he listened to?
Ooh,
Rock.
hardcore rap.
Ted Bundy. He listened to a lot of DMX. Ted Bundy. I think. Let's see, Ted Bundy. I think Ted Bundy listened to a lot of country. Tell you the truth.
I'm going to say like the Osmonds and stuff like that because he was from Utah and a Mormon. So I'm
Okay.
going with more like Osmond's brother type of, and that he was from that era as well, for late 70s,
Wow, you're really
Okay.
smart.
80s.
Donny Osmond made me do it.
In the book Ted Bundy Conversations with a Killer, Bundy openly discussed his love for listening to talk radio. Of his obsession, he said, I would lie in bed for hours listening to news broadcasts exclusively, meet the press, or whatever my favorite thing on Sunday nights to hunt the radio band was to hunt the radio bands of talk shows, call in programs, documentary like things. They're still my favorites. I listen to talk shows all day long rather than listen to music.
So this was a trick question.
It was. Sally Jesse
I don't
Raphael made
I
me
don't
do
I
it.
don't appreciate being fooled.
Yeah.
How does that say? Fool me once, shame on you or me, and fool me three times, shame on
I'm
all three of
pretty
us. Something like that.
pretty sure most of his victims felt the same way.
Okay, next we got Mr. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh shit!
What type of music do y'all think he listened to?
Good old Dom Dom.
Eat It by Weird Al.
That's a good one.
Track. He's got those 70s glasses.
Yeah, he was pop. He
Disco,
was pop. He listened to a lot of pop.
dancing music, disco type. So,
Yeah, which would still be considered pop for that era.
be pop. All right.
Okay, CJ, what do you think?
Um, Considering he killed exclusively black men, I'm gonna lean more towards like R&B and hip hop.
Mm.
Okay.
It was
Jeffrey Dahmer found most of his 17 victims at bars, bus stops, and malls in the late 70s through the early 90s. Dahmer was a heavy drinker, heavy drinker. And during his brief time in the military, he passed the time by getting hammered and jamming out to Black Sabbath.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, he
Not
does
what you
not dress
thought.
like he would listen to Black Sabbath.
Mm-mm.
That's what I thought when I saw it. I was like,
Mm.
okay.
Surprising.
Mm.
I,
but
lo-
this
I love
makes
your hat, Lisa. Love the hat, by the way.
Thank you. Harley was gonna dress with me.
sa-
I
Where are you?
couldn't find mine today.
this
Other
this web
side.
this website says he was a huge fan of the band Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, which makes total sense because Nick Cave is pretty much serial killer music. So that makes total sense.
Okay. Next we have Mr. John Wayne Gacy.
If he didn't listen to country, having a name John Wayne. I mean, come on,
Merle
Yeah,
Haggard.
I say country too.
Hmm.
good old John Wayne, the Duke.
John Wayne Gacy.
But since it's John Wayne Gacy, would it be Dookie?
John Wayne. Oh,
He liked that clown music.
I
Oh,
No, not really.
no.
oh, you had me
I
going.
know this
I
one.
was gonna say.
Gacy listened to
Circus music.
Afro Circus, Afro Circus, poke it up, poke it up, poke it up, Afro.
oh, I can't
What?
remember.
Are you saying Insane Clown Posse?
No.
No.
If I remember correctly, Gacy listened to a lot of AM radio because he was a traveling salesman
Radio.
for a while.
Okay. John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer clown, killed 33 victims in the 70s. In a questionnaire that Gacy filled out while he was on death row, he listed his favorite musicians as REO Speedwagon, Elton John. He also noted he enjoyed Bob Dylan, Neil Diamond, and Roy
Oh, Neil Diamond
Orbison.
for me.
Yeah,
Ray Orbison. Yeah.
What?
Grateful Dead.
yeah. He listened.
Grateful Dead.
He was a traveling salesman for a long time. He would listen to the AM radio in his car. So he listened
Elton
to a
John
lot of the
was
stuff like
remember the
Dylan and
names?
all that was on AM radio before FM took over.
Okay.
That was
Next.
That was before he did construction and become the serial killer.
I thought on AM radio it was all country
AM radio was a
and
weird
religious.
combination of a
I
lot of
don't remember AM radio.
I'll allow AM radio to be all country because that's what I said, and I like to win.
yeah.
Okay, next we have David Parker Ray, also known as the
country.
Toy Box Killer.
Oh, he's Metallica for sure. Look at that stash. Look at that stash.
Can we see the stash again?
Here, I would say.
There we go.
That man has a hell of a flavor saver right there.
Doesn't he?
Also known as
I
the
don't know.
Toy Box
ZZ Top.
Killer.
ZZ Top, maybe. That sort of music.
I'll stick with Metallica-esque type music.
And I'll stick with country.
Okay, well, this one, Kevin actually got it. Right through raging violent trailer parties where some of these crimes took place. In the book Cries in the Desert, the shocking true story of a sadistic torture by John Glatt, one of Ray's friends described witnessing a torture session soundtrack by goddamned heavy metal music. That's what he described
Go,
it as.
Kevin. Go, Kevin.
Kevin got one.
I got it's
Kevin
two in a
got
row.
one.
2 in a row.
Okay, we have Eileen Bornose. What do
Country.
y'all think she listened to?
For sure.
Hmm.
Oh, this one's gonna surprise you guys.
Good old
We
Eileen.
just watched what did we
Monster.
watch Cross. I think it's called Cross. Alex Cross, yeah, Cross on what's it called? On Amazon Prime. I think all 8 episodes are out. It's a really good show, but it's about this guy that's obsessed with serial killers. And what he does is he finds people that looks like them and make them become them and then kills them. So the girl, one of the girls that he kills, he tries to make look like her. He even gets her teeth because the way she was supposed to get her teeth done because she never liked her teeth, and she was supposed to get her teeth done like 2 days after she got arrested. And I guess they have her molds in real life, but in the show, he gets her teeth, and I don't. He puts them on somehow. He puts them on chick, and she looks almost like her. To be honest with you, it's Cross. It's Alex Cross from on Amazon. It's a good show though. I know I went all over the place, but
Might have to check it out.
I'm gonna go jazz. I'm gonna say jazz.
Jazz.
Jazz hands.
I'll say country.
Jazz hands.
Okay, for someone who brutally murdered 7 men over the course of 1 year in Florida, Eileen Wuornos had some unexpected music tastes. She reportedly played Lilith Fair mainstay Natalie Merchant while she was in prison.
So,
And
so
the
what
album
genre,
she played
what
was
genre does that
Tiger
fall
Lily.
into?
Kind of,
Pop.
yeah, pop.
Yeah.
And while in
Nine
prison, and
Field.
even while she did it while she was in prison, and even requested the singer's track Carnival be played at her funeral.
Carnival. That should have been playing at John Wayne Gacy's.
Mhm.
Well, I bet that artist was flattered.
She was a
Okay.
10,000 Maniacs chick, right?
Who, Eileen Wuornos?
No, Natalie Merchant.
She was kind of like,
In
yeah.
the band 10,000 Maniacs.
Mhm.
Because of the night. I love that song.
Okay, our next is the Axeman of New Orleans. They never actually figured out who it was, but they know.
They kind of, I think they have it narrowed down, but yeah.
I'm gonna go Christian.
Wait, how do we know what he liked to listen to if
Because he wrote, well, you'll find out in a minute.
I'm gonna go Christian music.
I would, yeah, because back then, because this was like even like way back before the other ones. they didn't really have that many. Like I would say, like Elvis and stuff. What's that pop? Then
Good old Bible hymns.
They got that rock and roll then, didn't they? With Elvis.
so whatever that is.
Okay. CJ, do you want to give a guess?
I would venture to say if it was New Orleans, there was probably a lot of blues and jazz.
Yeah, blues and jazz. But I'm gonna stick with Christian music.
Okay, during the early 20th century, New Orleans had a deal with a string of axe murders that had everyone freaked out. No one ever solved the case of the axe murder of New Orleans, but thanks to a letter that the axeman sent to the editor of the news of a newspaper, we kind of know what tunes he liked. Now to be exact, this is what the letter said. Now to be exact, at 12:15 earliest time on next Tuesday night, I'm going to pass over New Orleans in my Infinity Mercury. I'm going to make a little proposition to you people. Here it is. I am very fond of jazz music. I swear
Right.
by all the devils in the nether regions that every person shall be spared whose home has a jazz
If they
who's
played
playing
that, that's
jazz in their home.
fuck. I
I
forgot
have a devil in my nether regions.
Oh, sorry.
like kill them. He would go after the, but he never did nothing though to anybody that night.
He
So
got them all hyped up because of this
yeah,
letter,
he
and
never did nothing.
every house was playing jazz, and he was probably just sitting there listening to it all. Okay, we got Vicky Dawn Jackson, also known as the Angel Killer.
Um,
Angel Killer. That must be Christian music.
No, well, not the Angel Killer, Angel of Death. That's what her
oh,
name was.
Hey, I'm still sticking with Christian. She
Country.
looks like the HOA of the trailer park.
Yeah,
That's what she looks like.
I
I don't
agree.
think the parks have HOAs, but okay.
No,
I
they
would
don't. I'm
say
just saying.
country, country.
You want to give it a guess, CJ?
I would say probably country.
Okay.
He looks like a George Strait fan.
Oh, oh, that's cold.
So Vicky Dawn Jackson, or Angel of Death,
I
as
think she
she's
looks more
known,
like a achy breaky heart fan.
as she's come to know, and spent years silently murdering her victims at a hospital. I'm not going to say the name of the hospital, where she worked as a nurse and at other locations around town. Jackson's method was to inject her victims with chlorodyne, a drug that paralyzed the respiratory system and let chemicals do the work. Unsurprisingly, from someone from Texas, she loved her country music.
Oh,
Jackson even attacked a woman at her favorite honky tonk,
Honky tonk man.
the
Well,
third spur.
why you bad talking Texas? You got two Texans on your live right now.
No, it's just the fact I grew up down south. So reading this article is bringing out my saying honky tonk and the third spur
She
is all
got a
bringing
honky
back my southern.
tonk, but don't get don't.
She
I can't see her jamming with some ropers and
No,
Well, see,
she
she
can't
beat
get
up
in
a
no
woman at
jeans.
at her favorite honky tonk, the third spur, one night
The
with the
third
same
spur. I've been known
with
to
the
have a little
same
third
method that
spur.
she used to kill her
oh my
victims.
god, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Okay.
Oh, oh, that's brilliant.
Hey,
We got
I like Texas country. I love Kevin Fowler. So
Yeah.
we got Mr. Luca here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name because it's some French name.
Oh, he's got to be a Justin Bieber fan.
Yeah, I'm going pop for sure. Pop.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
he, makes,
Luca,
he looks like he listens to shitty mumble rap. looks like he looks. I hate to say it, but he looks like a Stan. Looks like an Eminem fan.
Okay, well, Luca might not be a household name, but in 2012, he filmed himself murdering, raping,
Cat.
dismembering, and eating a Chinese exchange student and posted the video online. Quite twisted there.
Wasn't
So
he
his
like, killing the cats too, or doing
I
something?
wonder if he was hungry an hour later.
he's not in Ohio, so no, he's not killing the cat.
Yes.
Kevin.
Okay, his former lover said that the murderer was obsessed with Madonna and James Dean, and he would do anything to be famous like his idols.
So pop.
Yep, he
Yep.
was a big Madonna fan.
Hmm.
He wanted to be the material girl, and he sure was trying.
Sure.
Okay.
We have Ricky
Oh shit!
Queso.
Oh,
That's
How'd you
Hard
get
Rock.
my yearbook picture?
Okay, I had to crop this picture, and you'll see why here in a few minutes.
Probably because he's wearing like the shirt. So I'm
Heavy
gonna say
metal.
rock. Yeah, rock. Heavy metal rock. Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's a Bee Gees fan. Look at that hair. Look at it.
Nah, he's
Ain't
wearing
no
wearing
lie.
like he's wearing like a metallic. No, maybe not Metallica because it's not black, but
He's
he's wearing
got
like
that
a
wild
Guns
eyed
and
look. He's got
he's
that
wearing
wild eyed like.
yeah he's wearing like a
Pretty
Guns
early.
N' Roses or something
Well,
like that.
that wild eye look is because um, there's so much misinformation about the Acid King, Ricky,
Oh,
that it's hard to really know what kind of person he was. Some people believe that he was a Satanist, while others just thought he was a junkie. After he was arrested and for murdering his 17-year-old friend while on LSD, he hung himself in his cell, making it nearly impossible to separate myth or reality. But one thing is for sure, that he was a deep love for metal music. He was famously arrested wearing his AC/DC
AC/DC.
shirt.
oh,
I was gonna say he looked like it was either AC/DC or Judas Priest. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, and
ACDC is just taking a hit. It's just taking a hit.
I know they're making it all like all all these people are.
Pretty electric.
Yeah. Okay, our next one is Richard McCorkey's.
Oh, that's rap. That's rap. Look at that.
Yeah. Black, wearing all black with a chain.
Oh, you'd be so surprised.
Yeah.
Will we though?
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, so one of the biggest questions about the quadruple murderer Richard Sam McCormick committed in 2009 is whether or not he was inspired by horrorcore rap, which like ICP, exactly right there,
Mhm.
that he listened to, or if his life just began
So it is rap.
to imitate art in the worst way. A few days after attending the Strictly of the Wicked festival just outside of Detroit,
he's the one who
um,
killed his girlfriend and her parents and all that, isn't he?
yeah, he killed his girlfriend, her parents, and
Yeah,
her friends to death with the hammer
yeah.
with the hammer.
Ooh, with a
Stayed
oh Jesus
stayed in the house with the
Christ.
dead bodies for like 5 days and shit and all of that. The girl wanted to break up with him because he went to North Carolina or some shit and uh, met her and they didn't get along, so she made him stay in she let him stay at the house with her, but he had to like sleep in a separate room and all of that from her, and it
Sounds
was
familiar.
just like really.
Hammer time, bitch.
It dawned on me who that was once you said Wicked Fest. I was like, well, I just read that. I know that one.
ICP was his
He was
like
obsessed. He was obsessed with. Actually, he was not ICP so much. He was obsessed with this female rapper named Raza Kill
Mm.
and her ex boyfriend, who I don't remember his name. Jeremy talks about him all the time. They're fucking terrible. I
A
can't.
freaking hammer has to be horrible to go out with,
Yeah.
though.
Hello, TD. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing?
What's up,
Touchdown.
TD?
That's TD Chats from the Daily Dank Show.
Oh, okay.
Well, see,
Teresa
Jeremy.
Dillard. Is that
Yes.
Teresa?
See, Jeremy, ICP isn't all that well if you're watching. They
ICP
do.
sucks. ICP sucks. I'm gonna tell you.
There's been a number of murders and different crazy shit associated with ICP and them guys.
Exactly. Okay, guys. Well, that is it for the show.
Oh, no
Leave,
more.
nope, no more. Leave your comment below what you think about all the music. Did they surprise you? I know some of them
Nah.
surprised us.
Well, I wouldn't say surprise. I'd say we were just wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lisa, you want to tell them where they can find you and about your skulls, your awesome skulls.
Amazing skulls. I love your skulls.
Oh, thanks. I have one too.
I got one. Mine,
Well,
mine's
I have
mine's cool though, 'cause that's a candy dick.
I need one.
well,
So
see, our skulls are custom made.
Hmm.
Yep.
This one has got like okay. This is a skull made out of skulls.
She does
Is-
that too.
that a-
Oh, I can make something like that too.
Is that a Nightmare Before Christmas skull?
Yes.
Oh, so awesome. Hold on. Can we make her big real quick?
Yes,
I want
we
to see that
can.
skull.
That's awesome.
that's awesome.
That is amazing. Lisa, your work is so awesome.
Oh, thank you. I try.
I have this one too.
Ah, that's a whole friend there.
Yeah. It's,
But Lisa, you want to tell them where they can find you and your amazing skulls?
Yes, Skelectomy by Jolt 7 Studios. We're on Facebook. I have a Etsy shop. And yeah. You like to play with bones? Okay.
I've been known to like to play with them bone.
Oh.
Kevin, you want to tell them where they can find you?
I just put that out there for you. Like,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah. You served that one. You served that one right. You can find me. You can find me on Back to the Retro Review, where I review movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I also do tech reviews and do a budget podcasting podcast on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also find me on the Mod Squad Network, which Felix will probably talk more about. So, Felix.
Yeah, the Mod Squad Network on YouTube. We talk about movies, movie news, horror, gamer show. We got a conversation show. We interview other content creators, and we go live every Saturday night at 8 p.m. EST with a giveaway.
CJ, you want to tell them where they can find you?
I am all over the place. Just type in Music God CJ Plain or Music God Reacts is the YouTube channel. WildDogsRadio.com every Sunday at 7 p.m. I have Motor City Glam Slam. So if you like hair metal, hard rock, sleaze, glam, that kind of stuff, everything from David Bowie to Slade to new bands like the Midnight Devils and Dogs D'Amore. I play that, and then I'm all over social media on TikTok and different things. Being obnoxious, making fun of Ohio State fans for losing the fourth year in a row.
Oh my God. I knew he was going to throw that out. He's in Michigan and I'm in Ohio, so.
I really, I don't concern myself with it that much, but it's the people who take it so serious. And
Oh, believe me, I live here. I see it.
yeah, like people take it so serious. And this was like the previous 3 years, I get it. But like this year, I just had to get in on it because like Ohio State spent all of that money to get all of those players, and they lost to a JV
Michigan.
squad. I mean, they lost
To
they lost to a
Michigan.
team with the quarterback that wouldn't start on most JV high school teams. Man, like it was fucking horrible, and I was just like, people were like, Michigan's going to lose by 60, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to disagree this year because it's going to be brutal. And then it went on, and I was like, oh, this is pathetic. Ryan Day is definitely getting fired after this, man. Like, it was, and then they won, and I was like, wow. I was like, I'm glad I didn't bet on that because I would have lost a shit ton of money. Like, but yeah,
Okay, guys, where you can find me. You can find me here with the Asylum with Harley and Joker, and we'll be back in January for regular episodes. And you can also find me on the Mod Squad Network with these two gentlemen right there. And that is it for this episode.
She's all over TikTok too.
Yeah, I'm all over TikTok and everywhere. But okay, guys, that is it for this episode. We will see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
peace.
Bye.